Hello and welcome to this edition of Kid Spaces, the show that's all about you and your space, your home and surroundings, and how they relate to your kids. Hi, I'm Debbie Marie.
And I'm David Jones. You know, a lot of kids are already back to school, so in honor of them getting a fresh start, we're doing today's show from the classroom.
Okay, but the little ones, like the toddlers and preschoolers, may still be home.
All right, well, we haven't forgotten about the little ones. In fact, today's show is focusing on the age, let's say, kindergarten all the way down to infants.
Okay, sounds good. And you know, every parent loves to brag about their kids, so we're going to show you a way to treasure those family events, and it makes a great gift.
So from infant health to kids' school snacks, we've got a parental smorgasbord for you.
So stick around and see it all right here on Kid Spaces.
All right, now, even though the show is called Kid Spaces...
Yeah, parents, it's really for you. Watch.
Children and vegetables, a combination most parents will tell you do not mix. But those same parents understand the importance of their children getting the type of nutrition found in vegetables. So how do you coax finicky kids to eat their veggies? Joining us today is Roberta Duyff, dietitian and author of the American Dietetic Association Complete Food and Nutrition Guide. Hi, Roberta. Welcome to Kid Spaces.
I'm so glad to be here, Kirsten.
We are so happy to have you here. Now, we know Dietary Guidelines advise that children eat a variety of different vegetables every day. Why is that so important?
They're important for overall good nutrition, and we know that vegetables are nutrient-rich. They are loaded with a variety of nutrients, and different vegetables provide a different profile of nutrients. For example, the tomatoes. Take a look at the label on the side. We know that the tomatoes are a very good source of vitamin A and C, and by the way, they also have phytonutrients in them. They have lycopene, which has antioxidant benefits. Help your kids eat the rainbow, because every one of these vegetables has a little different nutrient profile, and together they provide the variety that kids need for good health, growth, development. Moms can make a choice. They can provide canned as well as fresh. We know that canned products provide the same nutrients that fresh ones do.
And how much should our kids be eating?
For kids who are, say, 8 to about 12 years old, they're recommending about 2 cups over the day. So that could add up to maybe about 4 half-cup servings. Kids who are a little younger need just a little less. Kids who are a little bit older need just a little bit more.
Now, at this point, I know there are lots of parents out there who are wondering, how do I get my kids to eat all of that? Well, one of those parents is Angela, and Angela's got 2 kids, ages 8 and 12. Angela, thank you so much for having us in your home.
My pleasure.
Now, Roberta, could you give Angela a few tips on how to get her kids to eat their veggies?
I'd be glad to. There are lots of ways to make vegetables just a great part of a meal, and one is to remember to prepare them in a way that's really kid-friendly. That's fun. Get your kids involved in the preparation. When kids help prepare vegetables in their own recipes or meals, they're more likely to eat them. We've got 3 great recipes for you to be preparing today. Are you ready to do it?
Sure, I can't wait to see these recipes.
Let's start with the honey raisin carrot. Great recipe, nutritious, so good for the kids, but it's also quick and easy. Moms love that. Now, looking at this recipe, you've already drained the carrots.
Yes.
And so now you need to put them into a microwave-safe bowl. The next step would be to put 2 tablespoons of raisins, or you could use dried cranberries, in the bowl. Next ingredient is 1 teaspoon of soft tub margarine. Next ingredient is a tablespoon of honey, and then just a little bit of cinnamon. In fact, just 1/4 teaspoon of cinnamon. And then just very, very simply do a little bit of mixing, and now this recipe is ready to be heated in the microwave oven. You'll be cooking them on high for 3 minutes, and after they are cooking actually for about 1.5 minutes, you're going to give them an extra stir. What's also terrific about these carrots is that along with everything else, they're a great source of vitamin A. And you know what that's good for? That's good for your eyes, so you can see in the dark. There's fiber in there too. You could also use it with other vegetables. So try sweet potatoes or any other vegetables that you might enjoy. Would you like to do that?
Yes, I can't wait.
I love this cheeseburger macaroni that we're making. You've already done a great job of browning the ground beef, or you could use a pound of ground turkey actually. And then we've also browned that with about a cup of chopped onion. Now we're ready for the next step. We're adding 1 can of stewed tomatoes. Then we're going to be adding a cup of water too. We're just going to let those ingredients really come to a boil. That shouldn't take too long. Perfect, it's boiling, so now let's stir in the macaroni, then bring it back to a boil, reduce the heat, cover it, and it's going to simmer for about 10 minutes. The macaroni is done, and now there's time for one more step, and that is we're going to stir in the peas and the carrots, and then next step is to add 1½ cup of shredded low-fat cheddar cheese. I like this recipe because it has 3 different vegetables. It has, of course, the stewed tomatoes, and it has the peas and the carrots. You can substitute Del Monte diced tomatoes in place of the stewed tomatoes, or Del Monte sweet peas in place of the peas and carrots. I love this cheeseburger macaroni recipe because it really is a quick, easy, and economical way to fit more vegetables into your family's everyday dinner. This is one of my favorite recipes. It's pizza. And what kid doesn't like pizza, right? This recipe is called Quick Fiesta Pizza. Angela, we're going to start by you turning on the oven, preheated to 450. If you do that, please. We have started with a pre-made, pre-baked pizza crust. And we want to have the ½ cup of pizza sauce spread on top. Then the next ingredient is to add the Fiesta corn, and we're using a ½ can. And by the way, we drained that ahead of time, and we're going to add 1 cup of chicken, and we already cooked this and diced this ahead. You can see how easy this is, and what a great thing for kids because they can really pick which ingredients are going to be added to it. And the next ingredient is to add 1/2 cup of diced green pepper, and there we're getting a little more vitamin A, a little bit more vitamin C. That corn, by the way, had some fiber in it too, which we needed, as do the green peppers. Now we're going to sprinkle a little bit of cheese over the top, and we're going to add 1 cup of shredded Monterey Jack cheese, or Mexican Jack cheese, and we're going to just need to bake that only 10 minutes in the oven, and actually when it's ready, 10 minutes or when the cheese is melted.
Okay, I think it's ready.
Are you guys ready? Let's look at this pizza. Think of all the other kinds of vegetables you could also add to this. It was fun to do, wasn't it?
Yeah.
We could have it for lunch, we could have it for dinner, we could have it for a snack, or how about this? You could even have pizza for breakfast.
Awesome!
Well, I guess it's time for the big taste test. So, go ahead and take a bite. I want to hear what you think. Really? What do you think? What do you think about the carrots?
Really
Carrots
good.
are good? Nice. Roberta, those recipes look fantastic. Can you give us just a few more tips on how we could continue to make vegetables a part of a child's regular diet?
Oh, you bet. When parents are offering vegetables, they should certainly be eating them themselves. And then secondly, make those portions small. Those first bites are just 1 or 2 bites. With Del Monte, you can economize when introducing vegetables to your children. We know that will also make that experience appealing and fun. And that's so, so important.
Oh, Roberta, thank you so much for all of your great advice on how to get our kids to eat their vegetables. It has been such a pleasure having you here with us on Kids Spaces. For more information, please go to designingspaces.tv and click on Kids Spaces, where you'll find a link to delmonte.com/solutions. There you'll find more great and economical recipes for you and your family. Thank you for watching. I'm Kirsten Hill.
Man, we were jam-packed today, loaded with the kind of stuff that parents love to learn about. I wish we could keep going.
We will, but at the end of the month.
End of the month.
Yeah.
Oh, that's right. We have a Designing Spaces, and then we have a Think Green.
And then another Kids Spaces.
Wow, we are on a roll.
But for now, we have to say goodbye.
All right, goodbye. But thanks for joining us today on Kids Spaces. I'm David Jones.
And I'm Debbie Marie. We'll see you next time. Bye-bye. You can visit these websites to learn more about the participants on this edition of Designing Spaces.